Wait, today
is Wednesday. What happened the last 2 days?
Yesterday, we spent half of the time talking about you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys did?
Oh, yes, we did. First of all, we missed you. I was expecting you yesterday. So,
okay.
Yesterday on Sunday on GMB, you looked dashing. You did an amazing job. And I was asking Bella and Roland on Monday how you've been able to do this consistently every weekend for the past 13 weeks or so. It's just like hosting
it's like hosting VGMAs. I keep saying
like VGMAs.
Like hosting VGMAs 13
times. Oh, 13 times exactly.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to say that one is just one day.
13 times. This one every week.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Where had you?
Yeah.
You can take the rest of the month off.
Thank you very much.
Oh, the year. You take the rest of the year.
Thank you very much.
Fully funded trip. Where do you want to go?
Santorini first.
Good morning, Auntie B. Carry on. Carry on.
Good morning, Auntie B. Bali second, Mr. Nyama.
Mr. Nyama, good morning. Now, Mr. Hedo is the next one. So make sure that what you're mentioning, you're adding maybe like a brand new vehicle.
Oh,
and a couple of things to it. Good morning, Mr. Hedo. Yeah, you have a missed call on the show this morning.
But ultimately, we look forward to another season of GMB next year. It is the best pageant which provides as good cultural history, and it tells us about our people. You learn about all the various cultures and what makes us unique as Ghanaians. And so I can't wait for the next season. Can't wait to see what you and your girls will bring us.
I can't wait either. We wait for it, but I think it'll be super competitive as well. This year, I mean, for the first time, I think it's my third or fourth time hosting, but for the first time, I had no idea at all who was going to win. All of them were that excellent. All of them were wonderful. It was very hard for me to tell who was going to win. And I don't know, but as with all beauty pageants, I mean, once the results are declared, everybody has what to say, what they were expecting, what happened and what didn't happen, and all that. But if you ask me, Selom's performance from day one to the last day, she's been very consistent. Kwatima, Nura is my girl. Yes, Nura as well. Adwanigi, I mean all of them. Nayele pulled it off for the Ga people.
Oh, she did. Let me just tell you, on behalf of all the Ga people,
you're proud.
We are so proud of you. Charlie, too much. It's not for nothing. Like as I was watching her, so I didn't watch her live, but I watched. Oh boy, you would think that, well, this performance about, Ga Onwa, it's not been done the way she did it. And so shouts to her.
Indeed.
And shouts to the team, really, behind GMB 2023. While you were in front of the cameras, the camera guys, sound guys, light team, director, producer, their chaperone.
The craziness at the back. Listen, I don't know how Apefa does it. AC, Fafa,
Paula.
Benghazi, Paula, Alice. I mean, it's the whole APL on deck. It is the whole APL on deck when it's time for GMB.
This outfit, I love.
Thank you very much, Lorraine. Lorraine Hot. Lorraine
did a good job.
Yes, thank you very much, Lorraine. Really thank you so much.
Anyway,
it was
at the end of the day,
but
you've done a good job.
Thank you very much. Yes.
So yes, we're celebrating you all for International Day of the Girl Child, and it's of course great news. But before that, I mean, let's go into some sad news as well. It's been a week since we lost former First Lady, Madam Theresa Kufuor, and today marks exactly 1 week since then. And so there's a 1 week commemoration that's happening today, and we're told that GJA will be heading to the premises as well to pay their homage to the family. And so the observance will be held at the Peduase residence of the former president from this morning till evening, and everyone is invited to come through and pay homage to the family. May she continue to rest in perfect peace.
I was listening to some party faithfuls and some of the politicians who were really close to her, and they describe her as a very selfless mother and wife who just laid down her life to support her husband's dreams. It seemed as if she had no heart at all, not in a negative way, but it looks like she just packed whatever it was that she wanted to do just to be able to support support ex-president Kufuor, and I think that's really laudable. May her soul rest in peace. It hurts me that she was sick for a little bit before she passed on.
We didn't know.
Yeah, she was sick for some time before she passed on, but may she rest in the bosom of the Lord.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Well, let's, girls of the world, today is our day. May we be empowered, may we realize our worth, and may we remember that we can be whatever we set our minds to. So this morning, on our This Morning segment, we're going to be asking what can be done to empower the Ghanaian girl to be more? What can be done to empower the Ghanaian girl? If you have a daughter and you're watching, what can be done to empower her? If you know any girl, well, we all know girls, and being a girl doesn't end at 18. I identify as a girl. So what can be done to empower all of us?
But refuse to grow.
Refuse to grow, that be the Ghanaian girl. And then we're going to go straight into our big issue segment, where we're going to be talking about the many developments from the Cecilia Dapaah versus the Special Prosecutor series of stories. So this morning, we're going to be talking about the former sanitation minister's failure to declare her income, as has been charged by the special prosecutor. We'll be joined by Kofi Adams, Member of Parliament for the Buim constituency. We'll also be joined by Kingsley Buedu. He's the Member of Parliament, member NPP Communications team, and he's a private legal practitioner. He'll be in the studios here with us. Also, in the second segment, we're going to be talking about an announcement of a 31-day protest. The Occupy Julobi 2.0 is happening from the 1st of December all the way to the 31st of December. And so we'll get into that. Why do we need to protest for 31 days? Are you in on it? Is it great? Do you think it's too long or not long enough? We'd like to find out. And then, Bella, you have a big conversation coming up.
Well, yes. So we have the MP for North Tongue, Honorable Sam Okudzeto Ablakwa, joining us this morning. And we're going to delve deeper into the Heaven scandal, which I'm sure you might have heard about, where he purports that some lands have been given to a certain company in exchange for some developmental projects within the airport phase 2 project area. And so he says that has been done without parliamentary approval. He's alleging that the president and the finance minister have a hand in this, and he's not too happy about it. So we're going to borrow into that matter and find out exactly what he expects to be done moving forward. So look forward to that conversation. Then after that, Cookie comes your way with my people, the Akures. Tell us about that as well.
It's been a back-to-back for me, but the grand finale of Kitchen Wars is this Saturday, happening at the Aviation Social Center. And listen, you have to be there. Whether your school made it or not, you would have to be there. But there are 4 schools, of course, heading for the grand finale, and Achimota is one of them. And Achimota has actually been tipped by a lot of people to take the day. So they will be here with us today. The bragging rights, of course, will be on. The Jama would also be on.
What's Jama? What's Jama?
Say what?
Jama? What's that?
Oh, you guys don't see Jama.
You know what's funny?
Yeah, she Jama.
Rest in peace. Tell we sing. We have melodious voices.
You know what's funny? Yesterday, Tamasco said Achimota should remain in the forest.
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine?
I think so. No, not just yet.
Listen, when we cook.
Not just yet.
Oh my God, don't let me stop.
But the guy who cooks for you, my goodness.
Okay,
just
I
thought she said
jollof. What jollof?
Actually said, you know, they sing with melody. They don't
but that doesn't mean that we don't eat kami. Kami is milk and cornflakes. And we like to call it kami.
Oh,
what did you say?
Milk and cornflake.
That's what we call kami in Motown.
Wow.
Milk and cornflakes.
Yeah.
Wow. It's kami.
Kami. If you don't win it, after all the noise I've made here, you'll be in trouble.
No, but at Chimota, I'm really looking for the guy who cooks for you. The guy who's part of the team is amazing. So I'm looking forward to seeing him today. I hope that he's the one who comes, and I hope that he's the one who represents the school on Saturday. But it'll be really interesting. Everybody should come.
I'm glad all of Cookie's shows are crowning, you know, rounding up, because I used to wonder. So now we'll enjoy you on Today's Woman.
Yes, please. Yes. These ones, they've broken my back, but it's all good. That's what we came here for. So we didn't come to play.
I told you, put the list out. Mr. Hedo is watching. What do you need? Anyway, we're activating the phone lines at this point, and we're asking, what do you think can be done to make life better for the Ghanaian child as we mark International Day of the Girl Child? And well, this year's theme, it says that we're protecting the rights or investing in girls' rights, our leadership, our well-being. How are we investing in the rights of girls in this country? Call us and let us know what you think. But I want to say good morning to all my BU girls. Of course, as we mark this day as well, I want to say God bless you all for supporting the cause. And we're doing a lot to make sure that you also have your rights protected and uplifted. So the numbers are on your screens. Oh, well, they're not, but they should be soon.
You know, we've come a very long way. I don't know if you guys remember back in the day, there was this girl, take your girl child to school, send your girl child to school. It was at a time when a lot of girls had to stay at home while their brothers and, you know, male cousins went to school and the girls stayed at home. We've come a very long way. Now, at least in the Greater Accra region, we can say for a fact that almost every girl is in school. And so I guess we deserve a lot of commendation as a country for how far we've come with education of a girl child. But we've got our first caller on the line now. Hello?
Hello, good morning, Bella.
Hi, Nick. How are you?
I'm doing very well, Nashako.
You're welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Nick, what can be done to ensure that the girl child becomes all that she can be in our world today?
Thank you very much for the opportunity. I believe that when we educate the girl child to the level at which we educate the male children, they can be able to reach their full potential. You see, when we go to most of the rural areas, most problems the girl child faces is enormous. And I believe apart from educating them, the government must make a conscious effort to be able to put measures in place to bring the girl child to the level at which we have educated the boy child as well. Because you all know that in the past, most females were relegated to the kitchen, thinking that their work only ends there. Now that we have become more enlightened in the 21st century, governments and other stakeholders must make a conscious effort to ensure that they bring up the girl child to a level of the male as well. And most of the rural areas as well, you will see that, for example, at the time of the month, most people struggle to get, I put in quotes, common sanitary pads. And we know the taxes government has placed on this very, very essential product for girl child. So if we put a blind eye to some of these problems and hope that the girl child will rise to the level of the males, we are joking. The fact is that if you go to those countries where the rights of females are held, those European countries, Americas and the rest, it is very difficult to abuse women and go scot-free. But in Africa, we allow all these things to go and they are left unpunished. So the fact is that consciously we must change our minds to see that females are very important. Without them, there is no life. You in the studio, myself in the house, we were all given birth to by females. So consciously, we must change our minds towards females and know that they can also rise to achieve their full potentials.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Nick. Very well said. I agree with everything that you said, and thank you for that call. You can also call us now. The number is on your screen. But listen to what Nick said, Bella Cookie. I had a recent conversation with some young moms who felt that it seems that nowadays, because of our, if you like, super excitement about empowering the girl child, we might be relegating the boy child to the background. Because there's BU, there are all these interesting initiatives to support and empower girls, but you rarely hear of initiatives to support and empower the boy child. So even though today is International Day of the Girl Child and we're supposed to be talking all women empowerment, I think we should not forget about the boys too, because before you know it, we will be singing "Send Your Boy Child to School."
I know, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, we have another caller from Wa. Good morning. Welcome to TV3 New Day. Your name, please.
Good morning. My name is Hamdan.
Okay, Hamdan. Let's hear you.
Yes, please. I'm calling from Wa.
Okay.
Bella, thank you very much. And you look so splendid this morning.
Thank you.
Yeah. I would like to say a very big thank you to you for the gestures you kept when our rep for the GMB was evicted.
Hamda, we can't quite hear you. What did you say?
I want to say thank you very much for the gestures you kept, the gestures that came up on your face when our GMB rep was evicted.
Which one in particular?
Sansuma.
Sansuma. Okay. Please go ahead then.
I would also like to say that the girl child can be motivated by the kinds of you, the likes of you, those of you who have the platform. You have every right to educate and then to encourage our girl child in Ghana to be able to make it up in future or to better their lives. Just that.
Okay. Hamda, we appreciate your time this morning. Thank you very much. You can also call us. Let's know what we can collectively do to better the lives of the girl child here in Ghana and Africa as a whole. Now, you were speaking about... Oh, the boy child.
The boy child.
Oh, yeah, being relegated to background.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like Little Sam, we're talking about the boy child on International Day of the Girl Child, but, you know, they're all our children.
Yeah.
And it's important that we have these conversations. Yes.
It's true. I mean, I have a woman who also promotes boy child and of course their rights, and she says that we should be careful not to end up raising stronger girls, weaker boys. And that's her tag that she runs with, which is why she's also paying more attention to the boys, because you know the whole adage Obama and soon, and we start from when they're young, and so we let them know that you have to be tougher, when in actual fact you should allow them to also express themselves and build themselves. So we're allowing the girls to emotionally build themselves and psychologically and physically build themselves, and the boys are left behind,
which is very
and that
true.
could be a problem.
Yeah,
so
very, very true.
If you're a mother, maybe this is your time to also balance it.
Exactly.
For those who are hoping to be mothers as well. Yeah, just
you remember when we had Uncle Ibu, was it Uncle Ibu? I think so. On one of those relationship talk show days, segment days, and there was a question that was thrown across that, you know, right from when a girl child is very young, I mean, they buy us the baby dolls, they buy us utensils, you're standing in the kitchen chopping onions and tomatoes and all. But who teaches? So you are taught to be a girl. You are taught to be a wife material, even from a very, very young age. But who teaches the boy how to be a boy? That's the question. Bella, there's a caller on the line. One.
But hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Robert, calling from Ada.
Speak to us, Robert. Robert, we're listening. Please carry on.
Okay. Thank you very much for the opportunity, Bella.
You're welcome.
It's very educative this morning to hear you talk about the girl child. It's one of the things that, these are the pieces of things that we can do to make sure that we encourage our girl child. We can't leave them out of the equation. They are very important. No matter what, it's a beneficial indirectly to the men. Because when you have your wife or a girl who has been educated to a higher level, it's a beneficial to you economically and even in both ways. So it is a work that you are doing for the men and as to empower the nation at large. So I'm so grateful this morning to see you talk about it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your contribution as well. And all throughout the day, we hope that you put out some positive messages as we mark this day. But I agree to what you were saying, Cookie, and I was just thinking about it. So we have all these rights, Bragro, Depot, all of them, you know, and it teaches the girl, it prepares her for marriage, etc. Are there rights for boys?
To initiate boys, right, into manhood.
Are there rights for them? But that's why they say it's important to have that father figure in your home because he's supposed to automatically transfer that blessing that he has as a father into his son. But do we see that happen a lot of times, especially with many homes being broken at the moment as well, whereas you see your mother doing all the work as a father and a mother all together? How do you learn some of these things? It's, you know, a very important conversation to have.
It seems to me that in our generation, a lot of parents are raising their children the same. The girl and the boy both have signed up for soccer academy. The boy and the girl both will be in the kitchen with whichever parent is cooking. Both children do that. I see that a lot now.
But for people who go to ballet class.
Exactly.
Except ballet.
Exactly.
You don't see the boys in ballet, but the girls are in piano with the boys. The girls are in soccer academy. I went for a rehearsal yesterday, and then there are children, so the sound of music. There are 7 children, and about 4 of them had come back from school, so they come to rehearsal from school, and they were all in their PE kit. So I asked about it, and they're coming from soccer academy, right? So in our time, our parents gave us all these kitchenware and Barbies and stuff, but now I see a shift that parents, young parents now, are raising both children to be as equally empowered as possible. And it's really nice to see because we didn't have that. I wish I played football as a child. I wish I had done.
I rode a bicycle.
You know, I wish I had done. I wish I had done.
I did all the things the boys did.
I don't know how to ride a bicycle. I wish I rode a bicycle.
I was a beast on the bicycle.
Oh yeah? I wish I rode a bike.
I was.
Okay.
Anyway, Johnny's biting at the moment, so I guess we have to cross over. I was hoping this conversation would carry on.
I know,
it's getting interesting, but maybe we'll come back and continue. But Johnny is biting at the moment.
You know, I've watched you. Sometimes our people disagree with you, but I mean,